My senior year in high school, my mother's uncle passed away and she went to Miami for the funeral. Brian was in Daytona for college spring break, and my parents let me stay home alone. There was initially a lot of crap about me not going with my mom to the funeral, but I managed to get out of it. Instead, I spent most of that time hanging with my friends, since my father hadn't slowed up on his extracurricular activities enough to actually look after my 17-year-old ass anyway. That Friday night, I got in after midnight and accidentally crept in on my father having sex with some skank on our kitchen counter. They were startled, and my father nearly knocked Skankarella onto the floor, trying to keep his footing and save his dick from snapping off at the same time while she fumbled to pull her dress back down. "Girl," he began to say, glancing at his watch. "What are you doing coming home this late?" he yelled. "I thought you were staying at Rhonda's." I was almost speechless and too disgusted to even attempt a response through my neck-rolling glare. "Almost. Yeah, I can tell you weren't expecting me or anybody else to be here tonight," I replied snidely. Over the previous year, I had slowly begun not to give a damn what my father said, since it was usually negative and sometimes abusive. I also recently started fighting back, which seemed to have slowed the frequency that he made attempts. "What? Well then, why are you traipsing your young ass in here at the crack of dawn like you grown and paying bills in this house? I know your mother isn't stupid enough to have approved this here," he spat in an alcohol-tainted tone. "I'm sure she wouldn't approve of this here either," I said defiantly. His face twisted as he began approaching me, yelling, "Who the hell are you talking to like that, you little bitch? I'm your goddamn father, and you better not forget it, whether you like it or not, before I knock your block off. I put the clothes on your back, pay your bills, and give you a roof over your head. And you got the nerve to come in here talking to me like you're doing for me? Who the hell do you think you are talking to?" "Rob!" the steamy slut screamed as he backhanded me, causing me to stumble backwards. "Get off me! You just mad 'cause your shady ass got I began to yell to him, weeping, before my sentence was cut short by the force of another slap across my face. Falling back into the hallway and holding onto the wall for stability, I started to run. "You better shut your damn mouth! You don't judge what I do, you little bitch! I take care of you! You don't take care of me!" he yelled, grabbing me by the neck and pinning me against the wall with all his force. He snarled through bated alcohol-drenched breath as I struggled to escape his clinch and catch my breath, with tears streaming down my face. "No! Don't, Rob! You're going to kill her!" his side trick exclaimed. He loosened his grasp around my neck, but didn't remove it or his hand, pressing against my chest. "So what are you going to do now? Tell your mother?" he asked, leaning into my face with an eerily low tone. The combination of fear, anger, lack of oxygen, and the stench of musty vaginal juices on his face sent me into a violent bout of vomiting. Luckily, the first heave didn't miss my father's face. Linda Blair couldn't have done better herself. My father sprang back from me like I'd tasered him, which I wish I could have, and I weakly scurried further down the hall to the hall bathroom, slamming the door behind me and rushing over the toilet. "Damn it!" I heard him yelling. Once my insides were practically empty, I rested my head on the wall near the bowl where I sat on the floor. Feeling dizzy, sick, sore, and afraid, I started crying. Why did this have to be my life? I heard my father and the woman quarreling somewhere in the hall. Skankarella's government name was Dana, and she must have been a flight attendant or worked for the airlines in some way, because she was worried my mother was going to come for her the next time she saw her, she'd said. I figured she must have been around my mom before if she expected there to be a next time. My father didn't attempt to come in after me or say anything else, and fortunately, when I emerged, they were gone. I went to my room and packed enough clothes for a few days and stayed at Rhonda's house until my mom came back.